Hey guys, Richard here with CRG Games, and today we're going to open Throne of Eldraine. Why? Because the Great Hinge is $60, that's why. We've talked about this before. In times when sealed product is weak, you know what does good? Singles. People are spending less money right now on sealed product than I have ever seen playing Magic. Now granted, I wasn't playing during the 2017, 2018 era, so I didn't get to see maybe some of the stuff that a lot of players did. I have heard that that was a weak time, but you know what? I missed it. I sat out. I just I worked and all that good stuff. I didn't even play. And recently in the last month or two, I picked up a lot of Throne of Eldraine because this product is almost 3 years old, and you know what? It's damn good. I like this set a lot. I really like the fairy tale aspect of it. And part of the reason I'm opening these packs is because I do need some cards for, singles listings. And also, I have to build the binder. So I got a couple more binders in to build this set. And I'm up to 10 sets now. Wow. I mean, there we go. That's $60 right there. Great Hinge right off the rip. And a foil Fae of Wishes. Of course, we're going to be looking for Brazen Borrowers as well. You can get in draft boosters. It is important to note. In draft boosters, you can get borderless foils, right? There's only 3 of them. You can't get the extended art, so there's no, you're not going to pull an extended art Great Hinge, but you can pull a borderless Oko Thief of Crowns, and if you get the foil version, it's somewhere around $70. I'd love to get one of those because Oko is kind of busted. He gives people elks, which is nice if you are playing with them. So nice Great Hinge there. We're going to set that off to the side. I'm glad we pulled that because when you're building binders, it's easy and it's actually really cheap to build like 90% of the set. It's those last 10% of cards that are going to cost you 80% or 90% of the value. So yeah, we knocked out a huge portion of it right there. And I've got plenty of packs. I've got somewhere in the 300 number of packs range. So I've got enough to have a substantial inventory. And of course, these are available on my store as well. So if you guys didn't know, recently I did set up a Shopify store. And I'm going to go over that when I get to it in the, how to get started selling cards online series. So that's going to be a little bit later. We're going to cover all the basics first, and then we'll get into, setting up your own store, things like that. So definitely stick around, check that out. There's going to be a lot of helpful information. And I'm going over all of the things that I did, when I started, the mistakes that I made, the things I did right, the things I did wrong, and how I, fixed those and got around them. So definitely, like I said, check that out. But yeah, I want to build this set, I've been really on a push lately to, try to build my own library of cards for deck building. And a lot of people, I did a poll on Reddit one time about this. A lot of people think that most players don't want to build sets for one reason or another. But surprisingly, the results of the poll showed that somewhere around 70 or 80%, maybe it might have been around 60 or 70% of people were actually interested in building sets, but had not done so yet. So I encourage people all the time. What? We only get 2 uncommons in this pack? Looks like we only got 2 uncommons in a mythic. Okay, that's strange. I encourage people all the time to build sets. Like I said, you're already opening cards, right? If you're already opening packs, you might as well go on Amazon, pick up a cheap binder, and if you play a commander, start building your library. You only need 1 of each copy, right? And then the rest of them you can either sell or throw them in a box or, do whatever you want to do with those. It's really inexpensive. But I also want to talk about the market. I'm going to be honest right now. The market's crap. The market is absolute garbage. And really, it's WOTC's fault. they've said some inflammatory remarks recently about, we've all heard that the product is not for you, or as Rudy has said, customers are price sensitive. Really, that's a bunch of bullcrap, right? Got a nice Oko there. It's not that the customers are price sensitive. It's not that the product is not for you. It's that WOTC is putting out too many damn products. It's going from, it's not even the basic sets, I don't think, right? Because the basic sets, I think they come out at a decent pace. Sometimes it does feel like, you're just getting into something and you want to enjoy it a little bit, and the next one is already coming out. Yeah, that's annoying because you don't get to enjoy the one you're already working on. However, it's not that. It's the supplementary products. Every fucking set, and I'm going to use some language in here. This is probably definitely not going to be monetized, but it's whatever. Every fucking set has a full set of commander decks, right? It seems like it has theme decks. It has the theme packs. There's collector's set, jumpstart now, draft. Whatever. I'm probably missing something because I don't buy all the products, but it's like, fucking come on, man. I have held out for a long time in criticizing, the release of the rate of release of products. I've held out for a long time. And just recently, I found myself getting to the point where I'm getting fatigued from this. There's so many. Like I will, buy some product for my store, and then the next set comes out, and it's like, oh, well, I need to get products for that as well. But I've still got all the other stuff. I'm moving things at a consistent rate, but it's like, they expect you to dump all your money into the new product. The consumer is not the end consumer. You and I are not WOTC's customers. LGSs and distributors are WOTC's customers. They don't care right now about the individual. They care about the store. The store is the one buying all the products. The store is the one having to dump all the products. The store is still expected to hold F&Ms. The store is still expected to hold, games and stuff like that. And, WOTC is not supporting that. And putting out $999 collector boosters. I'm not going to call them proxies, even though I know a lot of people call them proxies because I don't really care about that aspect. I watched a lot of YouTube videos of people opening those, and the other big YouTubers, right? The only one I'm going to mention really, I guess, is, Bad Boy Game Joey Moss. I think he just did a video of watching somebody else open the product. Like, even the big YouTubers, we know that it would get views. I'm not a big YouTuber, obviously. We know that it would get views, but we don't want to fucking spend $1,000 to get hosed on YouTube, hosed in public. Another wild born preserver there. I don't know. I'm frustrated. I love Magic the Gathering. What you'll notice is if you take a look at my store, most of the things that I'm focusing on is out of print products. I'm cutting back on new products 100%. I didn't buy like any Unfinity. However, I will say that when I went to my LGS and, when he's got some in, I do crack packs of Unfinity because it is fun. I will admit it is fun. But I've still got Double Masters 2022. I've still got Time Saga Remastered. I'm investing in Modern Horizons 1. I'm investing in the old stuff. Modern Horizons 2. It's just the new stuff, until it becomes old, I can't see myself spending a ton of money on it, I will buy some product to have on my store. I want to have that available for everybody. And I do have collector boosters and set boosters coming in, so check those out. That's going to be after release probably, whenever I get them. I don't know exactly how soon they will ship out, but hopefully, the sooner the better. But yeah, I'm mostly investing in out of print products. Like honestly, even though there's still a lot out on the market, those are going to be drying up. It is times like this, and you got to keep in mind, it is times like this. Maybe you and I are tight on cash. You know, a lot of customers are tight on cash, but there are investors out there that are not tight on cash. They're flush with cash. And what do? They buy out of print product. I've already been looking on the market every single day. I look every day to see what is rising, what is falling, what are things doing. And some of the products that I was buying, not too long ago, for pretty good deals, they're going up in value, right? The cheap listings are going away, so it's a little bit more difficult to find find products at the prices that I want to offer them. Not impossible. A lot of times, instead of buying from stores now, sometimes I'll buy from individuals that are looking to, hey, cash out, get a little bit of return back on their investment. That's fine. A nice Castle Lochthwain there. So I get a lot of product that way, and crack it open for single packs, and I sell single packs. I mean, the reason why I focus on single packs is because of wallet fatigue. Instead of people, going out and buying $120, $130, $140 set boosters now, which is fucking insane. I like to offer more nice brazen borrower, manageable price points, right? You can go out and spend $20, get a handful of booster packs to crack or draft with your friends, things like that. I like to think I'm a realist about this, right? I don't think people should spend all of their discretionary income on Magic the Gathering. I like to spend a lot on Magic the Gathering because I like the game. I like to build the sets and things like that and play. But it's not necessarily a thing that you have to do. You really shouldn't do that. And I think WOTC is starting to realize that. People are dropping the new products. They're fucking not buying it, right? And that's why already we've seen sealed product for the Brothers War go from like $130, $140 a set box to I think $108 now. If you check on eBay, you'll see the prices are low. Now, the lowest price I was able to buy these pre-release is $100. That's what I got. $100 and like a couple cents for pre-release for a case. Now, I don't know exactly what the cost is. It used to be that the cost was a lot less, right? You could pick up the draft boosters for like $80, like $78 to $85 in that range. Set boxes probably somewhere around the $89 to $95. Now it's $100. So that means the retailer, if they want to make a healthy profit, they need to offer that at $130 to $140. It's just not sustainable. You can't keep doing that. It's a set booster, right? It's a set booster. If for some reason, and I don't think this will ever happen, WOTC were to get rid of draft, because there's been talk about that before, right? They're going to get rid of draft in favor of set boosters. I don't believe that's ever going to happen. If that did, your lowest entry point is, what, $130, $140, right? There is a certain point in which you have to maintain the value of the secondary market, but the way to do that is not fuck over the players and fuck over the stores. You support the stores. You print less product. It doesn't mean print less product at a higher price point. Yeah, I understand that prices are rising across the board for materials and things like that. The way I look at it is sometimes you just got to lower your margins. That's not popular, but WOTC is beholden to investors, shareholders. They're not beholden to you and I. It does not matter what you and I think. If we don't have a monetary interest in the company in the form of a large amount of shares, it does not matter. We don't have controlling interest. We can only voice our opinions by fucking them over by buying less new products. So I guess the way I see it, and I hope this is the way it'll work, when I'm buying out-of-print products, WOTC doesn't get a cut of that because they already got their cut. I don't want them to get a second cut. Don't take this as me hating WOTC. It's more of WOTC needs to learn a lesson. And the lesson is the players, the individual, you and I, in the LGS, They're the ones who WOTC needs to be supporting and building products for. They need to build affordable products, right? I get that they want to put all these crazy things in and try to create value where there was none before, but it ain't working. It's not working. We can already see that with new cards, with new sealed products, right? They start out at this astronomical high price, and then, 6-8 months later, Papa Bezos is dumping these for $50 on Amazon. Like, what the fuck? What does that say about the product? That devalues it as an overall product, right? If I can buy at a certain point Midnight Hunt or Crimson Vow for 50-something, 60-something, maybe even the very low 70s as a non-store, right, as an individual, and get 5% cash back. If I can do that, what does that say about the new stuff? Well, it's obviously not worth $130. It's worth the $77 that I could buy it on Amazon for once they dump it, right? Why would you buy new product from a store when you can wait a couple months for Amazon to sell it to you? I mean, Amazon is the new distributor. A part of me thinks in the back of my mind that eventually Amazon's going to get tired of WOTC fucking them over, because Amazon's a bigger company, obviously, right? Amazon wants to buy products and sell products that make them money, or they want to host products that make them money. When they have to consistently liquidate inventory, probably under the margins that they want, obviously, they're not going to keep carrying those. It doesn't do them any good to carry losers. Amazon wants to carry winners. And I don't think any of the products actually themselves are losers. I think the products are great. Dominator United, fucking love it. Unfinity, I didn't play it, but I like the cards. Throne of Eldraine, love the product, but, it's weak. Commander Legends, you got Double Masters 2022. Even it is dropping a ton. It's just, what the fuck are we going to do when the bottom drops out? More than that's strange. 2 Witches' Vengeances and 1 is foil. I like that. Like what the fuck are we gonna do? I know a lot of people are dumping their out of print products online because if you see that the sky is falling around you and the products that you are holding are losing value, why would you hold on to it? You should buy more, but that's not necessarily the mindset of everybody out there in the world, right? There's a little bit of fear when things are dropping around you that you need to drop too. You really shouldn't. You should buy more as an investment. I like Magic the Gathering. I think it's definitely worth an investment. But I'm not the same as everybody else. It's just, I don't know. I'm a little bit miffed. I'm not a little bit miffed. I'm a lot miffed. I'm fucking pissed. I've held off for so long about ranting, and now it's just like, why? Right? Why hold off? Fuck it. Let's get a couple Modern Horizons 1s in here. I mean, I'm just kidding. Modern Horizons is not a bad product. Modern Horizons is a fucking great product. I love it, and I'm actively buying more Modern Horizons. I've almost built the complete set, actually. There's probably a couple rares I need to get, but I've got all the big ones. What do I got? Oh, Hex Drinker. I didn't have that, so that's good. Snow-Covered Island. That thing. Oh, we're getting 4 of these, yeah. So I thought I would take this time. I started off, I was like, let's open some Throne of Eldraine. Let's try to get a great hinge, because I didn't have one. I traded that off to, a friend, and I needed to get another one, so I'm glad that I got it. Cordial Vampire, I like that. Ooh, look at that foil elemental. This fucking Modern Horizons 1 back in this day when products and when foils, right? When foils were actually fucking rare and when you pulled one, you were excited. This is what WOTC needs to return to. I guarantee WOTC's not watching my piddly little channel of 1,440 subscribers or whatever, but fucking listen. Go back to the time when things were, and I don't want to sound like a boomer here, go back to the time when things were great or whatever. Go back to the times when people actually enjoyed opening the products, when foils were special, when you hit a really nice mythic, like, you were fucking excited. Now I can just buy all the mythics in a pack. I can buy a pack that comes with fucking like 10 mythics in it. It's not special anymore. And that bugs me. I remember back in the day, right, going to Walmart, buying the packs of Return to Ravnica, New Phyrexia, and all that shit off the shelf, and then, cracking them, and just trying to get Ral Zarek from Dragon's Maze at the time. I went back to Walmart freaking like every day after work, and I was a server at the time, so I always had cash in my pocket basically, and I'm fucking trying to pull a Ral Zarek. I never did. I had a whole bunch of Snapcaster mages before they went up to like $40-$50 a piece, and I dumped my collection because I was like, I'm spending too much money on this, and that was a stupid thing to do because I gave away so much for so little. Yeah, I'll never do that again. Yeah, I think WOTC needs to go back to, a couple years ago when there weren't so many variants. Keep it simple, stupid. I mean, you guys have heard that, right? KISS, keep it simple, stupid. That's what WOTC needs to do. Some of the best ideas in history have been the most successful. Fucking take a Scrub Daddy, for example. It's a sponge in the shape of a fucking smiley face potato. You guys have seen those, right? The smiley face potatoes you got at school, you get like 3 of them because that's all the United States thinks that kids need for lunch is 3 little potato things and whatever. I'm not going to get into that shit. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Keep it simple, stupid. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys didn't find that the language was too vulgar or anything. I don't normally talk like this. Maybe I do a little bit, but I keep it tame for the channel. Yeah, sometimes you need to rant, right? And I've been playing this game for a long time. I've seen a lot of things. I've always kind of watched from the sidelines. Even in the periods that I wasn't playing, I was kind of, kept an eye on things to see what was happening. I always kept one card, though. I always kept a foil Prophecy Searing Wind. Back in, when I started and I bought those booster packs and opened them, I did get a Sarah Sanctum. It was only $20 at the time, and I sold it for about $20. Absolutely stupid. Anyways, I pulled that foil Searing Wind from a Prophecy pack, and that's the card that I've kept. I've sold collections 3 times now. I've always kept that card because it's beautiful. It's an old border foil. It feels fucking special. Even though I think at the peak it was only worth like $20. To me, right, that card is rare. That card is a rare, and it is a foil, and it's old. I was in like, I don't know, the 4th grade when that card was printed or something like that. Why can't we go back to something like that? Who is asking for 50 different versions of every fucking card? I like foils a lot. I'm a big fan of foils, right? I fucking love foils. I'm not asking for a pack full of foils. I want my foils to feel special. When I pull a foil, I want to feel special, as I'm sure a lot of people do, right? You want to feel that $5 or $10 or whatever you spent on that pack and you got that foil, you want to feel like you got your fucking money's worth. Remember those Crimson Vow cards I opened? Look at all these fucking foils. I didn't even put them away because they don't feel special. I got a fucking tray of them. Now, they're not bad cards. They're great cards, but I've got no attachment. I've got no attachment to those. I don't feel like they're special or anything like that. I've been giving them away. If you're watching this and you ordered something from me, when you get it, you'll notice that there's some extra stuff in there. Either some extra cards, maybe an extra booster pack or 2. I'll try to hook you guys up. And that's including the 5% off, right? If you're watching this video, there's going to be a code in the description. It's 5% off of your order. That's going to be for YouTube viewers only, right? It's going to be permanent. If you are a viewer on this channel and you use that code, it is YouTube5 permanently. You can get 5% off. That is new or old products. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna get rid of that. Now that's not gonna combine with the Reddit code. Just so you know, you got separate codes. And then my original viewers, the original guys on Whatnot, the OGs, the people that have been there from like the beginning and stuff, they've got their own permanent codes that they can use. They're a significantly higher discount. Basically with those, I sell it at break even, right? I just want to, thank you guys. So, yeah, well, that's been the end of my rant. I'm done ranting. I don't want to, this video is already long enough, so I'm done ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you, like or dislike the video. Tell me how you feel. How do you feel about the state of Magic the Gathering right now? Like, how do you feel? Me, I love the game. I don't think the products are bad. I think they're good. I think the decisions made by Wizards and made by the investors or whoever are fucking terrible. They're ruining the game that we've spent 30 fucking years playing, right? For a lot of us, that's most of our lives. And when you see, dumb decisions being made, it just doesn't make any sense. And it pisses you off to no end. So, I'm done. Catch you guys later. And hope you have a good one.